everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against Miami.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
A shot by Thompson, no one's around. No good on the three. And a four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to clean outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Thompson in the corner. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Gobert. And it's sent back by Allen.
When attacking the rim, you have to account for Allen because he is more than willing to meet.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here to the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And his teammates love it. When Allen is aggressive trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
And Allen drops them both. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Nobody near Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
Good effort by Randall to get up the floor and make himself available.
Thompson outside. On the wing, Irving. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Conley. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And so James will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys, back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Irving. That shot, no good. It's Randall with the drive. And the layup falls. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
Watch out. When Randall gets going, he's carrying some serious force.
Pass to Allen. Now LeBron. Shot clock at 6. The screen from Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. And staying with the play, Allen.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Edwards. Randall surveying the D. And off the glass. That one's good. Randall's got 6.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Allen. From outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Irving from long range. And staying with the play, Allen. 6 points for him.
Awesome job running the correct route there, and Allen just beating everyone to the right spot. Nice.
Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. Knocks it loose. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Thompson for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, you can bet their coach is encouraging them to keep up the extra effort. It's more than paying off.
Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the blooper.
Instead, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
Here's Garland, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Strus. Shot clock at 5. Garland, that's for 2. And again, it's Cleveland.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Now here's Conley. Still yet to score. Nance with it. Now defended by Gobert. Outside Garland. Pass to Nance. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Conley. Good D by Wade.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that finish.
Gobert pulls it in.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Now here's McDaniels. Gobert the screen. Right wing. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Here's DiVincenzo. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Here's Edwards. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Jacks up a three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Pass to Allen. Back to Irving. A 3-ball. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you.
Has them bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Timberwolves. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Edwards. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Edwards is so strong. He'll complete the play unless you wrap him up. And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
And James throws it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Cleveland ahead, leading by a point. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here is Conley. Nothing on the board. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. McDaniels on the wing. And no good that time.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say he's exceeded them.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers leading. Irving surveying the floor. And the shot goes down.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
Now Conley. Randall left side. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Doesn't go that time. And here is James. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Right side, Irving. 6 to shoot. Shoots over McDaniel. Irving can't get it to go.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
The 3 hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc on this side.
So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Outside Edwards. To end the run. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offense.
The shot's good from LeBron.
No question, James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Conley feeling it out. Pass to DiVincenzo. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. The key thing, Coach, that Dante DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who become great is Dante DiVincenzo is both very smart and very tough.
Irving's shot is good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And on the way from Irving for three. And the Cavaliers with another three.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's Hunter. Irving with a clean look. And another three for Cleveland.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Edwards drawing the double team. Here's Reed. Back to Edwards. Edwards getting the close range two.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Melton feeling it out a bit. He got it up. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Cleveland. He went on an aerial three-point display.
41.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's James. They set the pick. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
First team foul.
On the inbound, Edwards drives in. And the layup is up and in. And it's 9 points for Anthony Edwards. There's Garland. And it goes down 2 points. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
And Randall throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over that played. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Picked by Randall. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Edwards. Covered by Hunter. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Sinks the triple.
Listen, when he entered the league, DiVincenzo was not a great three-point shooter, but he certainly worked himself into it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a jump ball.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Screen by Allen. The shot's good from Irving.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Edwards. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
McDaniels outside. 6 on the shot clock. Now Gobert. Stolen by Allen.
Well, at this level, you can't afford to telegraph your passes.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Gobert. Randall right side. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. And stolen by James. 1:56 left in the game. The 19-foot shot. Yep, that's going to go in.
Oh, big night for LeBron. I mean, what's new?
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
Yes, we've seen the range from Randall, but at his core, he's a big who excels around the hoop.
LeBron gathering speed.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Gobert. 6 on the shot clock.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Cleveland.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here is Edwards. And so with It's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.